Baby, 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 baby. I didn't mean, I didn't mean, I didn't mean.
Karen Liebert was the first of the Franklin Chair candidates. She had articulated each baby carefully, had hit each mean with an emphatic downward inflection, and now she smiled with her lips closed, and she paused generously to give her listeners time to accommodate themselves to her insight. The old lecture theater was full, with professors, grad students, and a mass of undergrads, some sprawled on the broad stairways.
Of course, these repetitions foreground the connections between Franklin's texts and the modernist tradition, and by now it's a truism that they accrue a certain deconstructive force avant la lettre. But I want to adumbrate a thicker sense of the historicity of these lines, the way in which they become a palimpsest.
Louise was sitting in the second row from the back, a lucky thing. Although the talk had only just begun, she now got up, held in her stomach to make her slender body even smaller, excused herself as she slipped by the few people sitting between her and the aisle, and left. To hurt you, she thought. The complete line is, I didn't mean to hurt you. Dr. Barden, why did you leave the talk so early? Said a student at the back of the room. It was Louisa's second-year class, Images of America, Monday and Wednesday afternoons. They had been interested in the business of the Franklin Chair from the beginning of term, and since Louise always found it a struggle to get discussions going, she had tried to answer their questions, but now she could think of nothing to say, could only gaze over her students' heads. She was saved from having to answer when Alfred Park walked into class, late again. He wore his yellow wool hat, and under it headphones, the sound turned up so high that Louise could hear the music as he passed. He was such an awkward young man, managing to seem long and gangly even though he wasn't tall, and Louise wondered why he always came late, calling attention to himself with his clumsy entrances. He made his way to a back corner of the room where he tried, unsuccessfully, to be quiet as he removed his books from his pack and settled into his seat. He took off his hat, then his headphones, ran a hand through his spiky black hair, replaced his hat, then sneezed. "Bless you," said a student from the other side of the room, and there were a few chuckles. Louise took advantage of the moment of silence that followed.
Would someone like to begin the discussion by answering the question we raised at the end of last class? What is the source of violence in Huckleberry Finn?
She looked at her students. The silence continued.